Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most captivating, interesting stories in hip hop right now that's got to do with music and bars and stuff like that is the Family Harris versus 50 Cent for going at Tiny. Now the whole family went crazy. They all did their thing. Demani. I'm becoming a Demani fan. By the way, I got another reaction to Demani. He dropped like a single, like a song. We're gonna react to that a little bit later, but we know that King was the crash out, and he met 50 Cent with the trolling, and he dropped music too. But he had the shirt with 50's mom on it, dissing it. You know, he a crash out. Now T.I. has actually came out and said his opinion and spoke about this, and I think it's important that we covered all the shenanigans, but we covered this too because it's a good family dynamic. He being the dad, so let's go into it. Shout out to Chiz.
Get ready. Know what to do, Chiz. I find him. You know, I like Chicks Move.
Now, I'm not going to react to this whole video. Y'all go check out Chiggs' video for the whole thing. And by the way, round 4 or 5 of the Hip Hop is a Sports tournament will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. I had to push it back to tomorrow, so tune in.
Chicks Move is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube.
Is officially taking a victory lap after him and his family destroyed 50 Cent. Last week was a moment for all hip-hop lovers. Whether or not you guys thought some of the diss records were whack, trash, garbage, when we were getting those...
Wasn't no garbage dropping. Garbage? Wasn't no... I mean, I know that everybody got internet brain now, and the only thing is either it's the greatest thing you've ever seen, or it's garbage, or it's mid, but mid means garbage too, so... No. Even King's song I liked. Like...
This records from T.I. and his sons back to back to back to back, topped off with Domani's Miss Jackson record. It definitely felt very nostalgic.
Shout out to everybody who checked out the LA Leakers Demani freestyle I did. Like I said, I didn't want this to just be, oh, Demani dropped one of the greatest 50 Cent diss tracks ever. Okay, what's next? And we'll just do it for some clout thing. I want to reward him, which is why I got a reaction to his new single. I think it's called Forever Love Part 2. Coming. Stay tuned.
Old days. Now, the one thing about engaging in a war with somebody is that you hope your opponent is at least respectable. Somebody that draws a line, knows when to stop, and also, more importantly, knows when things have gone way too far. Now, T.I.'s son, King, the very disrespectful one, he took it to a whole nother planet. After seeing 50 Cent disrespect his mom not once, but twice, King went ahead and printed t-shirts that had 50 Cent's deceased mother on it. This was the point where 50 Cent checked out of the beef.
I ain't gonna lie to you, 50 Cent definitely kind of moonwalked out of the situation after that. But like I said, when you can go check out my reaction to this. I actually did a full reaction. I said that I get why King would do this. I understand. Because someone's going at your mother. He's also way younger, so he has a lot to learn. He grew up in the era where drill music and people have become insensitive, especially young people, to what they're actually saying and doing. But even in my reaction, I said I would never do that, and I don't really I don't like none of that. I hate this shit. But this is drill culture. This is what the King Vons, the Lil Durks, the created. Like, so he grew up in that. And I think and I said this is something I would never do. But when it comes to someone like 50 Cent, 50 Cent is a habitual line crosser. So that's why, specifically in this incident, I gave him a pass. I still be like, this is, because 50 Mom didn't do nothing. But at the end of the day, Tiny didn't do nothing. So that's how I put it. I would never do this. And if this is my son, during the beef, I would never scold him publicly. But at home, boy, woo, you never see this shirt again, nigga. Oh my God. I might make him apologize for real after the battle. Right now, I would make him apologize.
Man stopped trolling. He completely went dead silent. As a matter of fact, he said, fuck the Harris family. Hey, Benzino, what's your bitch ass doing over there? Why'd you get into a car?
I didn't even know he switched over to Benzino. He said, oh, let me get something easier. I already beat this nigga. Let me go ahead and...
Accident recently, no neck. Now, T.I. recently did an interview with Ebro where he actually addressed the beef with 50 Cent. He addressed 50 Cent and everybody saying that he's clout chasing for constantly bringing up verses even after 50 Cent turned it down.
You have expressed wanting to do verses, though, regardless of that. Regardless
I haven't expressed it.
You haven't?
It's not me expressing it. And that's another misconception that I really have a disdain for. I'm not out here soliciting myself for verses. I don't give a f***.
T.I. talks like the most, like a professor in some sort of very high prestigious school who used to trap. Like, he sound like you walk in his class and like, then my uncle used to, you and my uncle did y'all keep it low, you know what I mean? I love his vocabulary, and especially if you were an early T.I. fan and you remember early T.I. That's why I said even in his new music, he's going back to his original accent where I swear to God, when I first heard T.I., I was like, is he from, he's American, right? Like, that boy got an accent. I think it's somewhere from Africa, right?
I'm not out here soliciting myself for verses. I don't give a fuck about verses. People want to see me in it.
But you gotta have some love for that. Like, that's a celebration of the music, right?
Of course. It's only goofy ass shit like this that make a nigga like, man, why y'all ain't come talking about this shit to me in the first place? I'm fine. On my own, bro. I'm good. I don't need none of this shit, bro. I'm straight. Without the success of Let 'Em Know, without an album dropping, I could have still had my hair and doing comedy, and I'm living in the same house, driving the same cars.
I think also that's another reason why T.I. was a bad person to go at. He doesn't really need he's very solidified. Like, T.I. is in the middle of doing the new game plus of his career. I'm just gonna grow dreads now. I'm just gonna be a comedian. I'm just gonna be a podcaster. Once he's got to that Snoop Dogg part of life, which we all as entertainers, we all as people, we all want to get to, as black men especially, we want to get there. That comfortability. Everybody wants to get there, but it hit different when for the melanated people. I ain't gonna lie, but like, that's why I think it didn't hurt. It's not gonna hurt as much. You know what I mean? Now the battle's over. 50 lost the battle. The battle is over. Anything that comes after this will either be a new battle or something else. Because I feel like 50 Cent gonna go on the documentary side of stuff. He's not gonna rap, but that does not matter. You lost this battle. That's just, it's over now at this point. But yeah, like, I agree with what he's saying.
Ain't now motherfuckers stop my motion or created none for me.
I'm sorry, I have to say this. T.I. will say something like expeditiously, and then in the middle of it say, ain't a nan nigga, ain't a nan nuddle, ain't a nan nuddle. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Now motherfuckers stop my motion or created none for me. Man, I just, this shit just, man, enough is enough.
It's irritating.
Man, quit the cap, Jack. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't even worth the trouble at this point, dog. You know what I'm saying? Whatever positivity could have came from it,
it's
been poisoned.
T.I. also addressed how he felt about his son King, disrespecting 50's deceased mom.
By the way, big shout out to that Let 'Em Know record. I love the fact that, which was, by the way, climbing the charts before this battle, but I'm glad that regardless, I do not believe in a rapper rapping, in any way rapping to get people to promote his music is clout chasing. I think the snake is eating its tail at that point. If we just call everything clout chasing. It's like, no, a rapper is showcasing raps in any way. So if you pop out and diss somebody, okay, are you dissing them in your music? Are you promoting music? Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, if an artist made a painting, right, dissing the president, right, you couldn't go, clout. It's like, what?
Here's what he said.
I was just pointing out that moments like this do keep the story going, though.
What you mean?
Where you having a back and forth with anybody, whether it's 50 or anybody, that's the world we live in today.
But the thing is, you don't need that if you already have superlative product. If the product is already being received well, you don't need that. it's already growing. It's already gone.
Yeah.
That shit was already out of here.
That's what I said.
No.
As soon as I cut my hair, that shit was gone.
Yeah, facts. We've been waiting for T.I. to cut his hair and cock the hat. Go back, watch my Let Him Know reaction before this. We knew what Let Him Know was before. Like, T.I. is back.
I didn't need this.
Right.
I'd have kept my fucking hair if I needed this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need this.
Now, are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment? And the whole family concept.
Bro,
You enjoying
no,
that?
I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes.
This is what I've noticed about, and I get because King might need more because he's a little bit more of a wild child. But I've noticed this thing, and I've said, with peeping Demani, I don't get it. It's weird that when Ebro said seeing your sons get involved, right? He didn't talk about Demani, where Demani is actually doing it very well, very respectable, and actually has showcased himself as a rapper and is helping himself. Immediately he's talking about King, but which I get as a parent, but it's like I feel like that theme plays a lot. That's why I've always been like, why does King get so much more light than Demani? And it's like because King needs more help. But I would if I'm T.I., which I'm not, and I don't want to tell him how to raise his kids or nothing, but it's like the first thing I would have done was big up Demani. Then I would talk about what I didn't like about what King did. You know what I mean? Because I hope he bigs up Demani, because that was beautiful what Demani did, man.
And now he has
But he is 100% right about King, though. That's what I'm saying. He's 100% right. But it's the same thing. I'm the middle child of my family. So I know what it is to be like, oh, why y'all focus way more on the wild child? Because he needs more focus. But it just comes off weird.
off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Got it.
I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Now, Domani kept us cool.
Oh, there we go.
Domani's always
Hey, guess
cool.
what? What the fuck? What universe is this? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, man, listen, man. I'm a logical, reasonable man of respect, bro. And I raise my children to be men of respect, logical, reasonable, and not to be emotional. And when I see King, how he moving, it's emotional, and I know, and me too, you know what I'm saying? Me too. You know, you drag the matriarch of our household into some nonsense. So the one thing that I am proud of out of all of this is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line of men
I see.
that's here
Right.
against who the fuck ever. You know what I mean? And we not here to defeat. Like, I don't give a damn about beating. I ain't here to defeat. I'm here to defend. You understand? I'm here to protect what's ours, what we built.
Oh, he's
man,
still rapping.
this shit is, man, I die in the street about this shit, man.
He rapping.
This
still.
shit dead ass.
Now, this gangster. Y'all niggas down to die about some goofy shit. He said he down to die about his family. Now, that's gangster. Now, that's gangster. That's gangster, nigga. Ain't got nothing to do with no gang. That is gangster. You want to know what gangster is? That's gangster. Gangster ain't pulling the swammy out and hitting somebody because they're wearing the wrong color. Gangster ain't killing another black man because some sort of weird, misplaced disrespect. Gangster is, by any means necessary, I protect my family. I walk quietly but carry a big stick, and it's only for certain things. And family? Oh, I'll jump out a series of windows. I'll jump out a jet for that. You understand me? Love that. That's gang. I love that.
Tears to me. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. I'm not playing.
Do you hit King when you see like him post a video?
You hit King?
Do you immediately hit him and say
beat
anything?
that
I hit my forehead first. I'm like, God damn. Man. Like, bro, it's almost like I hate to see some shit going down, going to a direction where it's headed, but what the fuck can I do to stop it? Because I didn't send it there. I'm not the motherfucker that's directing. I ain't set the GPS, bro. The destination is the destination.
How do you turn it off though? Because you seem to have the ability to say, all right, this went too far. I'm not interested.
All right, I'm gonna stop right here because he's basically talking about King, and I want to give. If you want to watch the rest, go check out Chig's video. A little disappointed. The majority of the conversation was about what King did, not Demani. The only reason I felt a little disappointed as somebody who's watched T.I. from the Family Hustle, everything. I feel like this is always a theme. I feel like, and maybe I'm a middle child, so I feel it, but it's like, damn, bruh, which I get because what King did deserve to be taught, and maybe in this whole conversation, it's just a snippet, he does talk about it, Demani, and big up Demani more. But I've always said, like, the spotlight should be on Demani right now. If I'm King, if I'm Tip, I talk about King, and then moving on, and then Demani getting but y'all need to check out Demani new record. Y'all heard that Miss Jackson? That was crazy. But he got a new record with Jaquise, DC Young Fly. Go check that out. That boy bombing. You know what I mean? Then I might drop a song with Demani. What are we talking about, bruh? But I love seeing this stuff.